Welcome back. It's still Channel Sport this morning. Before we went on break, we were talking about Andy Murray, who was likely to end his 26-game, winning streak. And Cecilia, I don't know about you, but I think his next opponent at the Qatar Open, Nicolas Almagro, is not the guy.
He's obviously not the guy.
Oh, yeah. So
yeah, I know that. Obviously not the guy, because if you look at the guys that you have left outside him and Djokovic, you have Thomas Berdych is still there. Nicolas Almagro, of course, you mentioned him. Fernando Verdasco, Radek Stepanek. Stepanek might just be over. He's 38 and he's meeting
Djokovic. So that might be the end of his run, right? So you don't think
looking at
Nicolas Almagro can upset Novak Djokovic? I mean,
Nicolas Almagro struggled against Philip Kostrava. He won that game 7-6, 7-6. So he struggled a whole lot before he was able to overcome it. So when you're meeting Andy Murray, who also struggled in the other game, and Andy Murray knows what's at stake. You want to want someone like Nicolas Almagro to actually end that. If there's anybody that could end it, maybe when he meets Djokovic in the final. The last year's Djokovic is defending champion. He defeated Rafael Nadal in the last year's final. So that's the guy he should be looking at.
Okay. Yeah. So Andy Murray is gonna go all the way to the final, right?
Yeah. From the guys I've checked. Thomas Berdych.
We'll find out. We'll see. We'll come back to that later.
Yeah, quarterfinal. After quarterfinals, we'll see what's going to happen in the final.
Okay.
Well, you guys can talk to us on Twitter and on Facebook. What do you think about the awards for tonight? I'm talking about the best player in Africa will be awarded today. The Habs of Sport for Riyad Mahrez because of what he did with Leicester City. Though he's really not playing too well this season, but no matter what, he's still one of the outstanding players, for Leicester City. So that's the guy everyone is looking at. But Aubameyang, for Borussia Dortmund, his goals, but somehow when you're scoring goals and your club is not winning titles, somehow it's more like a dent on your career also. And Sadio Mane, why Sadio Mane? Okay. Because of his move, right?
To Liverpool. Because of the move, he had a decent time with Southampton as well.
That's all. Well, his goals is not as much as, so that's what happened.
Obviously, it's a top three, right? So they have to be a third person, right? But the two standouts,
just be there.
Yeah, the two standouts, Aubameyang and Riyad Mahrez, and from everything you said, your body language and everything, you're going to start a protest if Riyad Mahrez doesn't win.
Of course, yeah. I'll definitely not trust it. Okay, what? Sentiment, coaches and captains, most of them get to vote and all that. Sentiment will always come in. But outside that, we talked about a Super Eagles coach. He's been talking different things that had to do with the team concerning players and what he wants to do against Cameroon. And because that's our next game, but we still have like 8 months there about to prepare for that game. But that notwithstanding, it's already hit the ground running. And this man was talking about the fact that some Nigerian players are so dedicated that even when they don't get to, get a ticket on time, they just want to fly in and be part of it. And who wouldn't want to? Because the best thing, rather, the biggest thing in a player's career had to do with you, going to the World Cup and possibility of even winning it for your country. So coaches and players are always eager when it comes to that. You know what? We'll listen to, again, in Raw, when we come back, we'll talk about players and bonuses. And he also talked about the fact that sometimes what happens in Nigeria is not what is obtainable elsewhere. Listen to him.
You speak about administration, something. It is not my problem. The problem for me is every player must be here on the Monday, and everybody was here on the Monday. Some players in the last moment had to buy a ticket themselves. They did it because they want. It's a good test. It's a good test. When a player takes his ticket, plane to come, and because there was some problems with taking the tickets, it's wonderful to see this motivation of our players. So I'm optimistic because of that. I'm optimistic because I know our opponents too. They are not better than us. And we have already 4 points more and the game to play at home against Cameroon. So it's in our hands to make it sure to go to Russia. I don't have any problem. I know that in Africa, everywhere, you have some problems. I was surprised about one thing. In the other countries I worked, the sport minister is paying the tickets and paying the bonuses. The sport minister, always somebody's coming from the treasure of sport minister. So here I don't see that. The federation must find the money alone. So it's the first country, I see that they want to have private So it's very difficult, you know, that players are coming from far away, it's expensive, so the bonuses they want, so and they must have, it's, when you go to World Cup you must give them good bonuses, this is normal, okay? But it's not the most important for them, that I'm convinced, you know, because sometimes the bonuses are not coming immediately, and they go home and they are happy because they spent a good moment together and we won our game. So it's fine to see that today in this business football, was everybody speaking about money, that our players, they have other motivations than money. Now to go to the World Cup, I think is the highest level for all the players and for all the coaches, and to make a good World Cup. So this year can be a very exciting year, this year 2017, when we continue on our good way.
Yeah, definitely. Every player, all of them want to go. And if you continue the way they started, you already have 6 points in the bags. The first 2 games, you won them. The other one is a home game. And with the 12th man coming to support the Super Eagles, definitely that should be a win. Then you have 9 points. Just how many games to go?
Stop counting your chickens before they hatch. Come on, Cecilia. But seriously, you understand why Gennaro is very impressed with the commitments showed by a lot of these players. Is giving examples, so we don't need to go into it already. So it tells you the players themselves, they have this self-motivation to go to the World Cup, and they've proven it on the pitch, you know, by winning the first 2 games against Algeria and Zambia. But it's a good start, but that's not enough, because we still need to go and consolidate, and they'll have the opportunity to do that against Cameroon, August the 28th this year. Still a few months away, right? So there's still time, and it's interesting to see Gennaro is very confident. He believes they have a better side than Cameroon.
Yes.
I think I agree. This is not the Cameroon, the golden era Cameroon.
Of the Samaletos kind of Cameroon.
This is not it. Yeah. So I totally understand what he's saying, but then Cecilia, you shouldn't get too carried away, because we've seen in recent times that some of these teams, when they play Nigeria, they know how to step up their game. So it's going to be very, very crucial that Nigeria gets that win at home against Cameroon in Uyo, beg your pardon. So from there, we'll take it on from there, because it's a double header as well. We'll go to Cameroon to face them again. If they can get 6 points from those 2 games, and then you can say Nigeria has 1 leg in Russia. Just 1 leg. Because it's not over until it's over, right?
Just 1 leg there. Interesting to see. And this guy right here, at that time, we know he would have sorted out. Hopefully he would have sorted out the whole issue of, okay, where am I going to? Because the papers this morning, let's say 4 Chinese club after him. Come on, Cecilia, Chinese, keep your money.
Cecilia, I'll go back to what I said yesterday, that there's every good chance that Mikel Obi doesn't make that move in January, right? There's a possibility Mikel Obi stays until the summer, when he's a free agent.
What will he be doing?